for the subject of industrial safety. These are the virtual class for the subject of industrial safety. The subject of industrial safety is mainly for students of civil engineering, particularly structural engineering and mechanical engineering. Here we are going to discuss each and every topic of the syllabus of the industrial safety. Now we are going to start with our session. So let's start with our session. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. We are now in the chapter number 2 of our syllabus. Here we have already completed the VR topic. We have started the corrosion. We have completed all the type of the corrosion. We have listed it down and we have discussed each and every type of corrosion in brief. We have also discussed the reason that are causing the corrosion. We have discussed the principle of the corrosion through galvanic cell. So these are all the things that we have discussed. Now we are moving towards the end of the chapter number 2, and today it will be the last topic of the chapter number 2, and the last topic is the methods for the prevention of the corrosion. So let's start with the outline of the today's session. That is nothing but the corrosion preventive methods. That is nothing but the corrosion preventive methods. So first of all, we are going to list all the methods that we are going to discuss in this session. There are many methods, but some of them we are going to discuss is this session. So let's list out all those methods. The first method that we are going to discuss today is the use of the pure metal in the machine parts. Next method that we are going to discuss today is heat treatment for the machine components. Next method is protective coating on the machine components. Next method is use of special alloys. And the last method that we are going to discuss in this session is the change in the design of the machine components. These are not all the methods, but some of the method that we are going to discuss in this session is this. So let's start with our today's session regarding the brief discussion on the methods of the corrosion prevention. The first method that we are going to discuss is the use of the pure metal. Here, the figure behind me, you can see that the pure metal is there, the pure gold is there, without any kind of an impurities, without any kind of an other dust particles. Pure metal, when it is being used in a manufacturing of the machine components or the machine parts, then it will prevent the corrosion. It will not allow the corrosion to take place. And that is the speciality of the usage of the pure metal. Once we are using the quality ore, the output will be the best. So that is the fundamental of this method, that by using the pure metal, we can resist the corrosion. The corrosion resistance property of the material will be reduced, or you can say that it can be prevented if we have used the pure metal. Now let's briefly discuss this method. We all know that the machine parts are being exposed to the atmosphere, and because of the exposed to the atmosphere, the layer is being found around the surface of the machine parts. Because of the reaction of the metal to the atmosphere, a layer is being formed on the surface of the machine parts, and that layer will prevent the occurrence of the corrosion. That layer will not allow the corrosion to take place, but somehow in many machine parts the corrosion used to occur. The reason behind that is nothing but the impurities. If the impurities is being found on the outer surface of the metal, and once it is being exposed to the atmosphere, then there will be a negative chemical reaction. Because of this negative chemical reaction, the layer that has been formed on the surface, which is preventing the corrosion, will break down. And if the layer that is protecting the material from the corrosion, if it is being break down, then no one can protect the material from the occurrence of the corrosion. The corrosion will definitely occur. If the pure metal was used instead of that impurity, then, or we can say that if the pure metal is being used instead of that impure metal, then the chances of occurrence of the corrosion can be reduced. So yes, by using the pure metal, the corrosion resistance property of the material will be increased, and as a result of this, the chance of the occurrence of the corrosion can be reduced. Slight deformation in some of the parts of the machine are allowed. We are not saying that each and every part should be properly secured from the corrosion. Some of the deterioration in different parts of the machine are allowed. But in orifice and from the fine mesh grill, the deterioration is totally not allowed. So in that place, the proper metal should be used. The pure metal should be used at the location where the mesh grill is being found and the orifice is being found, because it will break down the overall machine, and as a result of this, a large deformation is to take place. So at a critical part, the proper sound metal should be used. The required dimension, or we can say that the proper dimension metal should be used, and by this the corrosion can be prevented and ultimately the life of the machine can be increased. So because of this only, we are saying that at a desired location, or we can say that at a critical location, the desired strength, design material and design dimension material should be provided, and by doing so we can restrict the corrosion, we can prevent the occurrence of the corrosion. So this is how the pure metal is beneficial to the machine. And as I have said earlier also, that the chances of the occurrence of the corrosion can be reduced. By doing so, the design life will be increased. Now moving towards the next type of method for the prevention of the corrosion is here. You can see behind me, a person is applying heat to the metal. So it is very beneficial method for the prevention of the corrosion. By applying heat or by applying the high temperature to the metal, the heat can be applied, and as a result of this, corrosion can also be rectified. How? Let's discuss. Basically, we all know that machine parts are being made by the cold working process. Here, the machine parts are being manufactured by cold working. Each and every parts are first of all heated to a higher temperature. But we can say that while cooling down, each and every part is not being properly cooled. We can say that there is an unequal cooling of the machine parts while manufacturing, and as a result of this, residual stress are being found. And if we want that the metal should perform very well against the corrosion, then it is necessary that the material should be hardened. Material can be only hardened when high temperature is being applied to it. By applying the high temperature to it, the hardening of the metal will take place, and as a result of this, the corrosion can be prevented. So by this only, we are applying this method to this residual stress metal. We all know that inner flanges, at the inner flanges of the metal, or you can say that the inner curved portion of the metal, there will be some stress. Means proper cooling has not taken place in that inner parts. So in order to reduce this heat, we are using the heat relieving method. When such kind of unequal cooling has taken place, at that time we are again heating the overall metal at a degree of 30 to 70 degree higher than what the critical temperature it is required. By heating it above the critical temperature up to 30 to 70 degrees Celsius, we are again preheating it, and by doing so, each and every parts will be properly get hardened, and at this time the material will get properly hardened. Once the hardening of the material will take place, then the corrosion resistance capacity of the material will be raised, and as a result of this, we will be getting a metal that have a high corrosion resistance. So this is how heat treatment for the machine components are being The more the hardened the metal will be, the lesser will be the corrosion on it. So this was the heat treatment for the machine components. Moving towards the next method. Here you can see behind me coating, paint is being there. We are applying the paint. By applying paint, we can prevent the corrosion, we can restrict the corrosion. So basically, I wanted to tell that next method is regarding the application of the coating. Coating layer is being applied on the machine surface. By doing so, we can restrict the corrosion, we can prevent the corrosion. And if the corrosion is being prevented, then the design life of the machine can be raised. This is our next method. So basically, this method is the protective coating on the machine components. We are using the non-metallic coating for the covering the metallic surface or the machine surface, and by doing so, we can restrict the machine or machine parts from the corrosion. By applying the non-metallic coating, we can prevent the corrosion. The color coating, about with the color coating of 100 mm micron thick layer can be applied to the surface, and by doing so, we can restrict the corrosion. By applying this, the corrosion resistance will be applied to the material or the machine parts, and as a result of this, the chances of the corrosion can be reduced. There are different materials that are being used for the prevention of the corrosion. By applying a coat of layer, that are nothing but explosives, we are also providing explosives to coat to cover the machine parts. We are applying the 5 micron chromium layer. By doing so, the corrosion can't penetrate into the surface, and as a result of this, it will not enter into the surface and corrosion can be prevented. We are also using the Phenol-X for the resistance of the corrosion. We are also using the metallic cladding. By applying the metal cladding, the resistance to corrosion can be raised. By painting, just by applying a paint on the surface of the metal or any kind of an object or any kind of an iron object, the corrosion resistance capacity of the object can be raised. By varnishing, we can prevent the corrosion. So these are all the methods, the materials that are being used for the prevention of the corrosion. By just applying a layer of coat on the outer surface of the material. We all know that this coat of layer will not be safe for a longer time. It will get deteriorate or destruct in some age. So it is necessary that whenever we want to use some machine, it should be painted first. Before using the machine, it should be painted so that it can be used for a longer time. And as a result of this, the corrosion will not occur. So this is how the protective coating on the machine components is helpful. Moving towards the next type, that is here. You can see behind me the alloy wheels. So spatial use of alloys is our next method for the prevention of the corrosion. Moving towards this type of method, when the metal is being alloyed with the nickel, chromium or cobalt about 0.25 to 0.3%, then it will resist the corrosion that is being affecting because of the exposure to the environment. So by having an alloy of the nickel, chromium and cobalt about 0.2 to 0.3%, it will resist. The alloy like manganese is also very much helpful to reduce the corrosion process. At the same time, copper is also helpful for reduction of the corrosion. So yes, these are all the methods that are being used for the reduction of the corrosion. Next is the corrosion resistance property of a material can be reduced by using 5% of the nickel into an iron. We all know that iron is highly affected by the corrosion. So by adding 5% of nickel to the iron, we can increase its corrosion resistance property, and by this, a special kind of machine a special kind of machine can be protected. This is how the special alloys are being helpful. Moving towards the last method of this session, moving towards the last topic of this session, that is a change in the design of the machine components. So first is the valve pump and the nozzle should be designed in such a way that they are in continuous usage. It should be designed in such a way that they are going to be used continuously. So it will be helpful to prevent the corrosion. Next is the joints. The butt joints should be provided at a place where it is being required. It is not necessary that it should be provided at everywhere. At the required location it should be provided, and by doing so we can resist the corrosion. The next is the provision of the insulation between the two metals. Insulation between the two metals will prevent the occurrence of the corrosion, and as a result of this, the ions from the one metal to the another metal will not pass directly because we are having the insulation. By doing so, the obstruction will be provided, and as a result of this, the corrosion will also be lesser. And as a result of this, galvanic series will not be formed. This is how the insulation is being helpful in the material. Moving towards the next, that is avoid the cracked parts. Cracked parts should not be used in the machines. It is very dangerous. It will not be resisting the load, and unnecessary the galvanic cell type of condition will be formed, and we all know that once such kind of condition is formed, then the chances of the occurrence of the corrosion is very much high. So it should be prevented and it should be avoided. Moving towards the next, that is the full specification of the material should be provided. Whatever the material that is being used for the manufacture of the machine, the specification should be provided along with it, because the person who is dealing with that machine should know that what are the materials that are being used for the manufacture of that metal. And by doing so, the person who is dealing with it will take care while operating that machine, and by doing so the corrosion can be prevented. Moving towards the last type, that is the protection of the machine parts from the dust, dirt and metal chips. These are all the impurities, and we have discussed earlier also that if the impurities are being found on the surface, for example dirt, dust or any kind of a metal chips, they will break the layer that is being formed on the outer surface, and once the layer is being broken, then the chances of the occurrence of the corrosion will be very much higher. But it is necessary that such kind of impurity should be avoided. The surface should be clean from the dust, dirt and metallic chips, and as a result of this, the corrosion can be prevented. So these are all the things that we need to take care in the design of the machine components. So here we are ending the session. Thank you.
So thank you students for attending the session. Hope you like it. We have discussed a lot regarding today's topic, and if you have any kind of a doubt, you can send me via mail. My mail will be in my channel. So do check into my channel, do like it and subscribe it. Again, thank you for attending the session.